Hi everyone and welcome to my last What's Next video. So what's next for me right now is my safety guide, and I am doing it about safe printing practices. And what that means is that, so I work at the Redwood campus printing services, and we get a ton of files that just either won't print, or if they do print they're going to look really bad, or just people don't really understand what needs to happen to have the outcome they expect. So this is a guide about getting the results you expect at the print shop. So this first page is just the cover, and then page 1 is actually page 2. It's about vectors and rasters. Then page 2, resolution. Page 3, bleed area. Page 4, glossary of terms. So just to give you a quick rundown of what's the content, vectors and rasters is just the difference between them. Basically, like a raster is made of pixels, so if you zoom in, it gets blurry. A vector is made of arcs, so if you zoom in, it won't get blurry. So rasters are good for photos, vectors are good for logos, just a rundown of that, and different file types. I'm also going to have links to videos that are going to be tutorials telling you more about this because this is pretty basic. Page 2 is about resolution. So assuming somebody has a raster image, this is about resolution. I'm mentioning here that the best program to check or change resolution is Adobe Photoshop, and I'm going to have links to tutorials here. And I'm actually thinking now that I might just embed a video because I do have room. Page 3 is about bleed area. This is probably the most misunderstood. So I want people to understand that if you want your print to look like this, printing all the way to the edges, then we'll actually print it like this. We will print it larger than it needs to be, and then we'll crop it down. So, and then my last page is going to be a glossary of terms. I'm still working on this, but about file types, programs, and then just other terms people need. You can see here, I kind of got really excited about making this and paid less attention to the actual requirements of the project. So about assuming not all my target audience speaks English. So I lived in Japan for 2 years and I didn't speak very good Japanese, and I was picturing myself in Japan. What would I need from this guide that would help me understand it? And I think what would help me the most is simple language and a lot of pictures. So even though it doesn't necessarily immediately hit you as being accessibility, I think that these images, along with like these words and words being highlighted, are as clear as I can think to get them for a non-English speaker, especially in such a language-heavy area. I'm just trying to be as clear as I can with my words and with my graphics, and I hope that's enough. If any of you guys have another idea, I would love to hear it for accessibility. My 3 different forms of interactivity, I'm going to have links to videos or maybe even embedded videos. I was thinking of doing some cute hover animations just in cases that they would actually help you understand the meaning, so I'll need to figure that out. And I'm going to have table of contents buttons, so these will be clickable at some point in the future. I do have 5 pages, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, accessibility for English speakers. If somebody else can help me on this, assuming your audience doesn't speak English doesn't mean that they would speak any other specific language necessarily. So I don't just want to translate into like Spanish, because like what if they are Thai? I don't know. I'm just going to make it as clear as I can in English because I don't know. It's difficult. Please help me. That is all I have. I would love to hear feedback on my design or anything else. And thank you very much.